Hello, 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 hello. Hey everyone. Alright, we should be nice and live. I'll make a new document based on this one. How is everybody doing? How are things? There we go. How is everyone holding up? Let me make this bigger so I can see a full screen. There we go. Actually smaller. There we go. That's also good. Okay. So we continue our Fallout prop design sort of stream, and I really like this one here. And what we're going to do is we're going to actually take both of these like this, Control Shift C, and make a new one. Good here. And how are things going there? Good. Soon, hopefully, we will be moving to the new house. I think within 3 weeks there's moving gonna happen. So I am looking forward to that, and there's also going to be other big news that I will share when the time is right. Not yet. But yeah, other than that, I'm just enjoying summer, nice weather, longer walks. I put my bike a little bit. I got a new pump, so I want to squeeze in a little bit of biking rounds as well. So slowly doing fun things. Yeah. All right. Let's return to this one. Enjoying summer. It's not. I don't know. I didn't notice there's so much rain here. Honestly, I guess when I had to work, I was happy for the rain, and then in the weekends it didn't rain that much. So. Okay, PureRef. Oh boy. Wait a second. No, I got PureRef the new version, and for some reason there is no startup for it. So I have to do something about that. But I need to find my what is it called? PureRef for the Fallout thing, because we have a nice little PureRef folder. There we go. Found it. Disaster averted. Yes, I do have a Steam Deck. Steam Deck is the best deck. Yeah, that's basically where I do most of my drawing gaming on the Steam Deck, just because it's I'm an old man and sitting in front of the computer is a bit it's getting harder, so I do most of my gaming on Steam Deck. I actually just reinstalled Dredge, and I'm playing that one again. Very, very fun. I wanted human standing. I wanted to, let me show you guys. So we're just gonna take a standing guy, because I want to use that person as somebody who has, let's go for this guy. No, I don't like this guy after all. This guy? He's not a happy person, but we can take him. I guess in the Fallout universe, nobody is happy, right? Okay, let's take him, send him all the way back there, and bring down the opacity a little bit. What the hell was that? And now, what we can do is, let's see what this would look like. So, you have a nice big belt, something like this, and then your phone would be here on the side. That's the idea. I found another weird device to buy. It's an LG X100, and it's touchscreen Asian flip phone which runs Android. Why? Why do you need these devices? Like, what does it give you? I heard Chris Gaston got a nicer Steam Deck. Yes, he did. What? Well, it means that you haven't been gaming. It doesn't mean that you haven't been using a Steam Deck. It means that you haven't been gaming at all. How dare you not game at all? Okay, we need to make it a little... Wow, that's just broke out of there. What the hell? There we go. Oh, Google, you search for standing man and it shows a city. It's as expensive as a PS5 in my country. Is it worth it? Well, it depends how many PC games do you play. Like, I have 600 plus game library. 600 plus games, from which around 180 are compatible, like optimized for the Steam Deck, but around 400 are easily playable on the Steam Deck. So that means that you buy a Steam Deck and you have already 400 games that you can play on it. If you buy a PlayStation, you still have to buy every game for it. I guess that's the difference. So we want this to go there, and then what I thought is that in the back I still need this man standing side view. I know it's not the same person, but it doesn't matter. I'm confused. Is this of course it's an Android computer, no? Like where else would it belong? It is an Android computer that you can take with you and play with it. It purely belongs to the master race. Okay, there we go. So the idea is that we have this belt here. Then of course our phone would be hanging there, and then here in the back you would have like a big battery pack, and then maybe, well, in the battery pack you could have your antenna as well. If you use those flip phones, you'll understand it's so fun to have something different. By the way, it's an actual flip phone, not like those new ones which are all screen. I never had a flip phone. I didn't care for them because I didn't see the value in them. For me, it was like if you have a touch screen, well, not touch screen, like if you have the key buttons, I don't need it to flip open. It's just a thing that can break easily, and I'm afraid of that. Oh, I said Android. I meant Linux, of course. Thank you for the correction. That is my bad. Indeed, it is a fully operational Linux machine. That's what I meant, indeed. Because I'm a miserable old man, I'm depressed, and there's no SteamOS 32-bit version for my Pentium 4. Ouch! You do like living in the past, don't you, my friend? But can't you just, because SteamOS? Oh wow, SteamOS is just based on one Linux distro, right? You can just take the base distro and apply it for yourself, I thought. Okay, so this would be battery, maybe plus antenna. There we go. And then we can work a little bit on this. There you go. And then this whole cord situation is only for the battery connection, because of course it's a mobile phone, and then we don't necessarily need a cord, so the whole cord is there just to serve for the mobile phone. All right, and then let's flesh this baby out. So what I am, I don't know if we need to do this. I mean, what I wanted to do, wait, let me look up where are we here? I wanted to use this as Vaultec logo. Let's say this is also from Vaultec. Oh, that's Vaultec. There we go. It's not so hard. Yeah, it's this one, isn't it? There we go. Let's just use this one. Woo! That's a good big logo right there. Let's bring it down to the size that we need it, just here. And then we can adjust this as well. Does that slide out, or is there an antenna? So I think it's like, it's not an antenna. It's something that's within the battery pack. Just because, I mean, of course we could have, if you would want to go extra, we could make it with suspenders. So now, right now, this is just exploration. We don't necessarily want to stick with this, but just for the sake of exploration. Oh, thank you. Just for the sake of exploration, we could hide the antenna into the straps themselves. Right, so that's because you might still want to wear these straps under your jacket or something, and then you can't just have it flip around under it. So the idea would be that maybe you have like a metal little thing there that would be the antenna, and then I remove it from here. We still have this battery. Let's take a short break. The phone should have one of those useless plastic flip doors that protects. Like some of the future phones. And then tinfoil hat. What that logo looks like a Pokemon. Which Oh, I'm not that versed in Pokemon. Gotta freeze them all. In the Fallout universe, you really have to commit to stay connected. All right, let's draw it from the back as well then. Let's just move that away from there. Okay, so this would be the strap. Then here we have a little metal piece, and then antenna would be in there, and of course it goes down in like some. Oh, it would go from here down to there, like that. And then this is like double this cable. On one side it is our energy cable, and then it has an extra wire in it that would be our antenna. And there we go, and then again battery pack. And it does look a little bit whimsical, more whimsical, which I am a big fan of. So I think this works. What I'm gonna do is erase this so the hand pops through a little bit, and then we could erase it here as well. that this is behind the hand. All right. And then Vaultec is there. Maybe let's just adjust it a little bit so it looks just slightly more straight. All right. I'm just gonna merge that down. Suspenders make little sense in universe. No piece of equipment modifies your outfit that much besides the power armor. What? What do you mean by modifies? Or I don't get it. It just holds up your pants, no? Suspenders are not elegant. I think suspenders are way more elegant than belts. I guess this is one of those taste things. Different taste for different people. I always thought suspenders look way classier than just a belt or no belt. It's just super gangster. I don't think many things are cooler than suspenders. Okay, let's start with our microphone. Stroke, let's give it a 5. That's pretty good. Stroke, 5 pixels. I'll bring down the opacity, or I'll erase some of it. Not too much, just to make it a little bit lighter. Then let's make a smaller one there. Of course, here we don't need to necessarily make it super pretty, but I thought, why not? Merge it down. It's a sign we're getting older. Embrace it. Suspender Robert, cough cough, hipster. All right. Let's see. This is not a hipster look. You don't see this on hipsters. This is what I'm talking about. This just looks gangster. This looks cool. This is not the hipster suspender look. Is that what I'm talking about? This looks dumb. I agree. But I'm not talking about this. Look, he even has a cigar. See? See? Your point is invalid. Okay. Let us copy paste this and make it a bit smaller. Actually, I am going to do a symmetry line here. Probably not perfectly symmetrical, but let's test it. Yeah, it is pretty okay. It is pretty okay. Let me try and see if I can draw a good enough circle here. Wrong eraser, wasn't it? There we go. A bit finicky work, but it's doable. If you're asking yourself why I'm doing this by hand, it's because the other thing doesn't work when you're in symmetry mode. The cigar is fake. The cigar is a lie. Yeah, just like the cake, I know. That much I know, my friends. Cigars are gangster in the dad. I have to agree. Like, honestly, I never smoked one, and I know it's like not like cigarettes, so it's not like you're taking down the smoke to your lungs, which I never did that, and I don't really want to do that. I think cigar you just suck on it, but it's still pretty disgusting, but it just looks gangster. That's the point that I'm trying to make. Kids, don't smoke cigarettes, but smoke cigars. That is good for you apparently. Okay, let's turn off symmetry. We do not need it anymore. Whoa, what's that background you've got? Background? Oh, behind me. It's just the outside. It's called the world. Let's do this actually, and then I'm just gonna shamelessly copy that, and then shamelessly copy that again, and again, and again, and do the same thing again, but this time rotate it a bit like that, and then shamelessly copy it again and again and again. And then what I can do, there we go. Now we're just gonna erase every second one, so we have this sort of woven effect, and then we do the same here. Just like that, and then this should look relatively cool. Now we can merge the two and just erase all the excess lines that are not necessary. Ooh. I should have broken I should have lifted my pen earlier, because then it happens that you don't lift it, and then everything that you did gets undone if you hit the undo. There we go. Actually, it doesn't look that good, does it? Bam, it goes away. We'll redo it later. Lollipops for adults? What? Oh, lollipop. Yeah. You know what? I would rather have a lollipop for just kids. Like those seem to me that they taste better. I don't see why I would do a cigar. I don't need to simulate being cool that much. And the pocket clock, oh, the world, a foreign concept to me. Or some sort of terrarium. No, it is the outside world. Okay. So we have this side now. Let's see. Am I at the right height? Yeah, I'm actually coincidentally at the right height. Maybe make this a little bit longer. Something like that. And then round it. And then round this. And then it's another break time that we will do once I draw this line. There we go. Alright, let's eat another melon and catch up with you guys. The outside word is liminal space between the two indoors. So technically, that's correct. Alright, drawing related questions, anybody? What is this outside you speak of? I was taught there was nothing but giant spiders and ants out there. If you're from Australia, I imagine that's correct. The power of not drawing a line or a broken line. It looks so cool. Seems to get the hang of that. I mean, shift helps a lot, doesn't it? That's a yummy lemon. But you guys are not here to watch me eat lemon. Melon. Baby, you sounded like something moaning in the background. I was like, what the hell is going on?
I add effects to your screen.
Thank you for that great effect. What gets you back into the swing of things for art block or when you haven't drawn in a while? Usually inspiration. So if I have an artist that I really like, I tend to go to Netflix, Jesus Christi. I tend to go to Instagram, check out one of the artists that I like, or Pinterest, because Pinterest sort of also serves me, or until now served me a lot of the art that I really liked. And what helps me always is doing a quick study of what I see. So if we come here, if I do Instagram, bam, 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 and we're not looking at everybody moving. Let's see, everybody going to Kara, going to Kara. Okay, this is my Instagram right now. Everybody's just going to Kara. So I guess my next thing is going to be Kara. But for example, yeah, look at this. Karl Kapinski going to Kara. Okay, but either way, that's a pretty cool tank. So I would say just do a screenshot of this. Let's go over here. And then I just want to draw this tank, right? So I just try to copy the shapes that I see there and see what I can do. Of course, I would do a better job and try to spend a bit more time. But then once you are done with this drawing, you will have something relatively cool because like you like the original drawing, and generally when you're doing a quick study, or let's just call it copying in this case because that's what we're doing, you're coming relatively close to what the original artist has drawn. So you should like what you have there. And then you just drew something and you're happy about it. So that is how I usually approach getting back into drawing. If I had either a longer time not drawing, or if I had an art block, because then you have something that, yeah, once again looks decent. Let's not exaggerate. Obviously I'm not gonna draw the dog because I'm not good at drawing dogs, but in this case I have a cool little tank. I'm very busy with exams at the moment, so I haven't drawn properly in about a month or two. I also follow him on Insta. He's an awesome artist. Yes, he is. How to become an AI viral. Yes. Something wrong with that? Just do something and be happy about it. The happy part is the difficult one. But that's what I'm saying. If you do something that looks good, and if you copy somebody that you like, it's just automatically going to look good. That's the hope, right? So this is super old technology, but back in the days we had this blue sort of cellophane paper that we had the typing machines, and if you wanted to copy from one paper to the other, like you just put two papers with a blue thing in between, and then whatever you typed on the first paper, that appeared on the second paper as well. So as kids, to learn how to draw, and I hated this, but most kids who didn't know how to draw did this. You took a comic book, you put a white paper behind the page that you really liked, and then one of these blue things. And then with pencil, or some idiot kids did it with a ballpoint pen, they just traced a cool comic book page, action, pose, whatever, and then, I drew it on this paper. I hated that, but that also helps you draw something that looks relatively cool. So it's sort of the same effect. Okay, that would be our screen. My head, let's make an also my head. Let's add freeze for a second. All right. Like I usually do 12. Like I feel you can even do less. Even 12 is very generous. I would not listen to my head in that case. Just because animation is like crazy hard, so hell no. Hell no. Yeah, 50 by 50 resolution, then goodbye. Okay. Are we on a different layer? Let's see if we need to merge. No, but now we're gonna do a different layer because I want to draw at least a play, because I still think that I will come back with like just a photo for that one. It is a bit too thick there. Added stroke, let's say 4, and opacity, let's say 80. See, I can sort of live with that. My parents have an Arto glass table. I printed out Appleseed concept art, put a strong light on that floor and traced. I mean, that's the more artistic approach, right? If you have come on, this I hate about Photoshop, sorry. But that's the lightbox. So lightbox is always a nice, better approach than what I said. Oh, I do this and Photoshop always forgets it. So we go to keyboard shortcuts, select. We go to transform selection, and every time I make my own shortcut, accept it, and this effer forgets it every time. And it is annoying. Very annoying. Edit, stroke, okay. There we go. All right. How do you do your line weight with perspective or shadow? Both perspective and shadow. I do both. So this one is probably going to be a little bit thicker later on. But in general, also, the third thing is like outlines thicker and details should be thinner. And then you're pretty safe. Let's there we go, okay. Just erase all the parts that we don't need. Same up here, erase the parts that we don't need. And then also in here. Just a little bit of cleanup, new layer. Oh, actually, let's go from bottom to top. And then what I like to do is just erase one time, and then we're gonna do the same copying upwards technology that we just applied before for the vertical lines. There we go. And we can go select, reselect. No, that's not working because I selected everything. Of course, I forgot about that. But we can also just do it manually. It's a little bit more labor intensive, but it should be also relaxing. I just find this kind of work relaxing. Our eye is so amazing at being accurate. I mean, I don't know how accurate it is. I think our eye is like forgiving is what I would say. it's also very forgiving because it sort of looks what it's supposed to look like. This is quite busy, so what we can do is bring down the opacity, and then if we take away, see it looks a little bit better because I just find it a little bit too busy. So I bring down the opacity to, let's say, 60, and that is a little bit better, and then just merge it down, and then we can do the pocket clock asked about line weight. So the lines that's supposed to be in shadow, and I am right-handed, so in general for me the light is going to come from that corner, and I know that everything that is below that should be a little bit thicker, just going by how shadow hits it. There we go, something like that. And if you want, you can even play with these lines a little bit. Like these things really depend on you and how much time you have or want to invest in this. This early on, I would also not suggest or not recommend wasting time with this. It's just for me, it is like very therapeutic doing these sort of details. Okay, we can move away from this. Let's see what else we have here. We had 3 buttons, so I'm gonna draw in. Actually, I'm just gonna hand draw this. I can't be bothered to do the nice. Well, it's not nice, but just do an outline on a selection. For me, the problem with that one is also it just becomes quite static, and something like this, yeah, it is not perfect. It is not going to be perfect, but it just has something. Let me just make this on a new layer. It has something unique or more of a personal touch, and then you can still adjust it and make it a bit rounder for yourself or more applicable. Merge down, and then just let's duplicate this a couple of times, and it's a little bit too close to the edge there, so we can bring everything a little bit back, and you can even play with this. Let's say these have sort of dials, so we're just gonna add these dials to these things so you can adjust them. The human eye is able to differentiate still images from motion below 24 FPS. I mean, that's how they figure out that we can make movies, right? With the whole 24 FPS thing. I want to, because it's the lowest convergence point for 30 FPS and 60 FPS. Honestly, I don't even know what you just said there. I don't know what that means. What I know is that everybody is asking for 60 FPS in games, and honestly, I don't see the difference. I don't know where you notice the difference between 30 FPS and 60 FPS, because I grew up in a time where all games were like shooting for the 30 FPS. Like it was chugging below the 30 FPS, but now like, oh, the game is at 30 FPS, I can't play that. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Why couldn't you play that? Of course you can play that. 30 FPS is perfectly fine. I don't understand what your problem is. Alright, so this would be the bottom part. Let's give a little bit of bevel to this as well. There we go. And it's break time again, which means I can eat another piece of melon. I aim for stable 30 FPS on my games because I record in 4K. And 4K is another thing that I don't think I see. Like above 180p, I don't see the difference. But yeah, what's funny now is that a lot of those old games are coming back in style with PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 1 graphics, and I really enjoy seeing those as well. Happy Rob with SD Vision. 180p is literally HD, man. Like 720p is HD. So I don't know. I don't know about this whole SD talk. Okay, back to business here. And we had the dial here. Now this one, because it's big, I am going to use dead and stroke and okay. And what we're gonna do here is move it just a little bit, maybe make it just slightly bigger, like that, and then erase it here. So that's our dialing circle. Make it just a bit smaller. I don't like it was too big. There we go. It just gets a bit of darker edge to it. I'm fine with that. And then what we can do is, where is my selection? Oh, wrong thing. Channels, paths. Oh, I don't have. Okay, then here. Select. Why can't I do reselect? Interesting. Well, then we're just gonna do this. And make it small like that. And then this one, obviously we have to see the inside a little bit. Oh, of course this should have been on a new layer again. Well, technically we're not well, it could be also just a protruding piece so you don't see the inside. But then I would make it a little bit smaller and like that. And I think that is fine. Looking at this 2004 Motorola Razr with a 220p screen, unbelievable. Fuck you guys. Screw you guys. I still don't think you have proven me wrong. But sure, you make fun of me. Where is our pure ref? Because I had some phones there. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. That's 10. Looks like 12, right? So 6 on each side. Let's see if I can do that. Okay, edit stroke. Okay. Just gonna merge this. I'm gonna duplicate this. Rotate it. Ooh, I think they need to be smaller, don't they? They do 1, 2. No, actually they don't. Wait a second. I'm gonna duplicate this again. 1, 2, and I'm just gonna duplicate. Oh, no, that's not enough. 1, 2. Yeah, it's just about not enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Okay, let's make this a little bit smaller. Is anybody good with math? Is there a better way of organizing these? Duplicate, rotate, duplicate. Now we're ending up at the same thing that I'm not the biggest fan of. How do you dial a hashtag on this phone when you end up with call service hotline? I don't know, how did you dial back in the days a hashtag? How did you do that? Like this will end up where I want it to be, but I won't be happy with it. Okay, I'll do it manually. It'll be fine. I'll do it manually. Like this is 1. You're doing 44 degrees, should be 30. Yeah, that's right, but I don't know how to do 30 degrees properly. I see my mistake. I see my mistake. Thank God. It's good to have a computer science guy with us. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I mean, it's not perfect, but we're getting there. This is riveting entertainment. I hope people join me now, join the stream now, and like, okay, wow, this is really worth watching. A guy is pushing circles left and right. I'm so happy that I decided to spend my Monday like this. Who's been writing vector and matrices code all day? Can't you array in Photoshop? I have no idea. Like this is something that really Photoshop is not the most fantastic for this indeed. There are way better softwares, but now this is what I'm doing now. This is what we have. It is what it is. There you go. This is relatively close. We can learn to live with this. And then I erase these two, and we should have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. There we go. A little bit of doohickying, but we managed. And we select outside the circles, and then we delete there. Pretty okay. And then I would like to have this this finger stopper. Looks pretty good. Hey Ru, welcome to the stream. Missing the 0? I don't think so. It should be 10, no? Like this is 0, 1. Okay, let me add a new layer. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, we're good. We're good. Welcome to the Vector Spittoon. Okay. So there's that. Now I can erase this little part here. Merge this down. Would be funny to make the finger stopper an OK hand with. Okay, you dialed enough, calm down. Okay, so this is our. We didn't actually clarify what this button does for us, but the important thing is that we have it. There we go, just like that. And then this here is in shadow, so we can shade it a bit. So I skipped this before. Let's try and redo this. Of course, I didn't make them long enough. There we go. This should serve us well. And just make a little bit more than before, because it just did not seem correct last time. Make it resemble the Fallout mascot. You in this microphone? Could be an AM/FM switch. Correct me if I'm wrong, but oh yeah, we did say that it works on radio frequency, so you're correct. I like that idea. We are going to make it an AM/FM switch. I liked it a lot. Let's make it a little sine. I like the good one. Good one. Thank you, Matze. But that's totally Fallout style, man, with that OK hand. But how do you put that in there? Okay, let me do the microphone first, and then we think about that OK switch hand. You guys seem to like it. Okay, let's 1, 2, there, there we go. I think just like before, we're going to bring these down a little bit in opacity because they are quite strong. But before I do that, I want to do that interwoven effect that we had before. So let's say, okay, I take away this, I take away that, I take away this, I take away that. Take away this, take away that, take away this, take away, take away, take away, take away, and don't bring back, take away now. Did we take away all that's necessary? Let's see. Okay, now we do that, and 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 that. Oh, that's not good. I feel like I messed up. I did mess up. Godver. Shoot. Okay. Just to make our life a little bit easier, I'm gonna bring down the opacity of 1. Oh, yeah. There's actually short wave and medium wave, but in the 50s everything was AM. Welcome to Robert's lesson of how to draw your own tartan pattern. It could be blocked off option from the expensive models, the FM Freemason radio. That's what that stands for. Okay. It's actually smarter if I just go like this instead of going sideways. Like Kim, you could have said something like, I feel like you are the smart person of this, or at least the reasonable person of this live stream. I want you to jump in and say these things when I'm making these mistakes. Okay, jump, 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 jump. Jump, 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 jump. Okay, correct. Alright, now we can do this. So jump, 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 jump. There we go. Now it's good. Now we're happy. Look at that. Now we're cooking. Yeah, this is it. Okay, now we merge it together, bring down the opacity to 70, 60, 70. Let's call it 70. Complicated stuff today, man. Mats is the last one. Casually giving everyone but Kim Gresson a backhanded compliment in the stream. Oh. Yeah, this one needs to be erased. Okay. That's how we roll here, man. You take the compliments, if they're backhanded, front-handed, you just take them and you be happy for them. Is what you get, nothing more. Okay, and then clearly we have a dial here on the side. Well, actually it's gonna be easier if we use a little bit of symmetry for that dial. And let's just put it a little bit higher. There we go. There's no reason to do heavy work if you can do easier work. Here, there, you can quote me on that, guys. There is no reason doing heavy work if you can do easier work. Bam. Confucius says. These things are just flowing out of me today. Okay, that's our dial. We can adjust maybe the screen, or no, this was our, yeah, right, we switch between menus like we do. Let me high-five myself, build robot hand. Oh wait, never mind, that was someone else, Magnus. Yeah, I don't think whatever that was is needed. I'm not the biggest fan of that. We are going to need this little outlet for the cable, both of which one is electricity and the other is for the antenna. Okay, so this is the base shape. I think we have this down. Let me take that away. That's pretty okay. Now I want a couple of screws. Let's say one is there, and actually let's make it a star screw. There we go. So now we're just gonna copy this around a little bit. We want it there and in these two corners as well. Oh no, we need a rest break. Well, I guess I can eat the last piece of melon. The quotes are better than the math today. When was the math good on this channel? I think a little light, like on the Game Boy Color, would be fun. Only looking like a mini. What? Okay, I need to look that up. I never had a Game Boy Color or any type of Game Boy, so I would not know that. All right, quick stretch, and then let's see this light that we're talking about. Ooh. Okay, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Color. Go away. Images. What? I'm familiar with this. Oh, that little dot there. I mean, I think that's what you mean, right? Yeah, the power button. I imagine that's what we're talking about here. Put Game Boy Color light images and it brings it up. Bing standard search. No. Okay. I will. In a minute, we will talk about this. In a minute. Let's do a button after all, and we're gonna do like a weird diagram like this. It's a little bit unorthodox. It's a little bit unheard of, but maybe it will work. There you go. So we're going to have this on slash, and the off doesn't fit in there. And then the button will be here. And like this will be a push-in button, simple push-in button. And then we will have our light here, red and green. Are we satisfied with this? Is everybody happy with this arrangement of the button? Okay, so back to the story, Bob. I don't know if you noticed, but this is a CC Cleaner browser. So aside from Bing being my standard search, it's also a CC Cleaner browser. It's not any kind of browser. I'm out there. I'm doing different things, okay? I'm doing different things. Okay, let's copy more of these screws. Want one there, another one there, another one here, another one there. I think that's it for now. For screws. No. Ooh, not everything, my friend. Not everything, my friend. Not everything, my friend. Let's put one here, one there, and then two at the top as well. And then we're happy. All right. So, is that? Not sure, we'll need a meeting to decide. What did I miss, guys? What did I miss? Okay, so this is our handheld phone for now. So we have the front view, and next time around, I guess we can do this. Oh, we don't need the numbers. We will do that another time. Have you seen Nivanth? Let me Nivanth Shantara. That sounds Indian. Nivanth Shantara. There we go. Art station. This seems familiar. I like this. Thank you. We will follow this person. Nice, not bad, not bad. Thank you. I just learned today that 3 Miles Island partial meltdown came from a button turning on a light, but not actually using the broken gauge as a reference. Button pushed, light glows, boom. You're on off button. Who's on off button? What? Okay, I think let's do a couple of more minutes. Let's do this. Let's do this. So I'm gonna push this to the side, close everything off, push this here, duplicate this. Just a simple and easy method to turning this into a 3D version of itself. There we go. So this is already on the side. We erase things that make no sense in a 3/4 view, which would be that dial, this button. Of course, these dials will need to be fixed, and this will need to be erased and redrawn as well. Same thing with this little button here, because we are going to have like a proper sort of like a 3D space for it. And this is how relatively easy it is to turn things into 3D once you have a side view. So don't shy away from drawing side views first. And I'm just simply going to duplicate this a little bit. Erase unnecessary parts, merge down. Okay. And now just basically duplicate these lines like that. And you have your 3D version. Just stick with the perspective that is, I'm sorry about that, that is relatively important. The CRT needs depth. Yeah, that will come as well. CRT depth will come for sure. I'm drawing on the same layer. So this is not the smartest thing that I'm doing here, drawing on the same layer, but hey, I'm not always doing the smartest things now, am I? Let's take it's all you have to do is basically just draw all the lines parallel and you should be good. And looking at it, it's a little bit dünn, as the German would say. So we're gonna make it a little bit, I think a good thickness would be something like this. There we go, something like that. Yeah, I know I can do that. I was thinking of doing that, but I like redrawing it for some reason. But that is correct. So if anybody is seeing me doing this and is curious, isn't there an easier version? The easier version indeed would have been just duplicating the layer, pushing it to the side, and then just connecting the lines. Would have been much easier. But then that wouldn't have been on brand. On brand, we have to complicate our lives and make things uncomfortable. You have to feel that you worked for it. You have to sweat a little bit. You have to question your abilities in perspective. Then you know, all right, I'm doing great. It does look like an NVIDIA RTX, I know. It does look like that indeed. So and yeah, and this here is indeed the rubbery handle that you can hold on to. You have massive hands. You're looking to be connected all the time. We have the phone. I like that slogan. I will probably take that. Oh boy. So here, these actually, we have a good base for that. I'm just gonna make a new layer and draw these ellipses just a bit higher. Something like this. Alright, and then just erase that part, merge down. Oh, I copied everything. I did not want to. Tjonge jonge. I did not merge down. There we go, now it's merged down. Now I just copy paste, move it into place there, and move it into place again. Alright, and then just erase these two buttons below, and then we can readjust these little knobs. One could come there. This one's not visible, and this one is up there, something like that. Talking about languages, after you scolded me, I downloaded Duolingo. I remember these apps more comprehensive. It is like fast food, but like sticks and barely deaf. Ik ben een brave appel. Well, now you can communicate with Kim also fluently. Is the iPhone Plus Ultra Mega SE Elaborate Junior Folder 2 Special Edition with Apple Pen too small for you? I mean, it's a good device. So this here, of course, needs to be redrawn and a little bit thinner. We don't want a thick line like this in the middle of the drawing or in the middle of our box. It's already much friendlier now that we took that away. And now you can make your brush a little bit thicker and strengthen this back line, which once again, we hire monkeys was correct. And we could have easily made our lives easier by just copying the front, which already was relatively thick lines on the edge, but it's okay. I don't like that. Let's do it with shift. All right. And all right, so now we still we need to adjust our microphone, sadly, and the screen. And then we of course will need a thing here, and then we also have a dial there. So these are all things that still need to be done. But I will do that in a free time, and then we will do coloring, or as it calls rendering, next time around, and then we should be done. And that probably then will be the last of the Fallout Monday streams, and we'll see how we go on after that. But for now, if you guys, unless somebody has very urgent drawing questions, which I will gladly answer, we will call this an end to the stream. You can add a little connector on the lower slim part side for charging. It's constantly connected. Remember this cable that goes back to the battery pack? It's this little thing here. That little thing here is that goes to the battery pack. All right, ladies and gents. Let's bring this to the side here. As you can see, this is what we did today, and then we will continue next week. A quick tip for industrial design student that doesn't understand drawing at all. I mean, drawing is pretty vast. What quick tip do you want? What quick tip do you want? I'll gladly give you a quick tip. Let's see, what do we have? So something that will help you a lot is if you learn to draw parallel lines. So if you learn to draw lines that are parallel to each other at distance from another as well, then you can create boxes easier, because sadly, perspective is still thought as one vanishing point, two vanishing points, and then if you want to create a box, you keep on drawing lines to the vanishing points, and then there's your box. But something that is going to be helpful for you is you just start any line, then do a line that is somewhat parallel with this, then do a vertical line and another one that is parallel with this. And you already have one side of the box. Now, you started here, all you have to do is just, if these lines go into this direction and you have your vertical line, just do a line that goes somewhere into this direction. When I do this, now you just have to do, this is parallel with this is parallel with, let's switch colors for you. This is parallel with this is parallel with this, and now you have to do a line that is going to be parallel with this, coming from this point. So what you can do is from this and just draw a line, and that looks pretty parallel. There we go. And now you decide, okay, I want this line to go this far. All you have to do is draw a line that is again parallel there, and you have to draw a line from this point that is going to be parallel here, which goes like that. There you go. And now from this point you draw a line that is parallel there, and that is your box. And you don't have to worry about vanishing points. All you have to worry about just being able to draw some parallel lines. Very, very simple. So I hope this helps, and this should help with blank space as well. Why aren't you doing this in Sketchbook? Because I don't know. I really don't know. I just started in Photoshop and I continued in Photoshop. All right. Well, gents, hope this helped. Hope this little end snippet was useful. Enjoy your week and see everybody probably next Monday. Until then, take care. Bye bye.